Friends, in our series of New World Order, we discussed about politics, education, services, uh, about the agriculture, production, bu- business, foreign policy. One very great and critical area is banking and finance because our agriculture, our business, our education, or in defense are all depend on the finance and the banks. Here, the biggest problem for the agriculturist who has to take support from the private financiers who charge exorbitant interests and make them poor. But even the service class is not spared. The card services, the forced interests on loans, etc., by the service and the industry and the business are also harmful. Our financial sector and banking should be designed, should be reformed, not to support incompetent, not to distribute the alms to the people. Currently, what happens is we give money to anyone and everyone. 80% of the time it is cheated. Like one of the prime ministers said earlier said that we give 100 rupees and only 19, 18 paisa reaches the other end. That is corruption. But charging the service class or the businessman exorbitant interests, not understanding just because they are not below the poverty line, to exploit them in the banking and finance system also creates problems. Therefore, our financial system and banking should be reformed to provide service to all, whether reserved category or unreserved category, whether below poverty line or above poverty line, everybody should be looked after as a citizen. Interest can be charged, should be charged, write-off of loans and largesses should be done judicially. There is no need to write off when you are providing for everybody. If you take care of food, shelter, education for everyone, where is the need to distribute largesses and false loans, which again go into the wrong pockets? Therefore, banking, finance need to be reformed to be people oriented but take care of national interest. Banking services should not act like dictators and trouble the honest and sincere. Unfortunately, there is so much of corruption in every field in the country that an honest person in whatever field may be working has a suffering, has to feel the brunt of corruption everywhere. Therefore, our priority should be to abolish corruption from the system. How do we do it? What is corruption? Let us look at it now. Before we go to the banking, corruption is another part which is connected with finance. Corruption is either for power or for money or for favors. It happens when the society is closed. If I earn 1 rupee and it is not transparent, I will earn second rupee and not show to anybody. That's the starting of corruption. Everybody should be accountable for every penny they earn. It's a national wealth. We as human beings are part of a creation, we are part of a nation, and hence, with all our freedoms for living and enjoying life, we have a national duty not to be corrupt. This should be stopped. This is mainly happening because accountability in earnings, accountability in showing, like we said, people take excuse under the hereditary gifts. What hereditary gifts have come there suddenly? Ask them before they start their life. On day one, okay, now we have passed certain years, let's take a decision on first of this next month. Everybody declares whatever they have. This is accounted for. In that, if anybody is found to have corrupt money, should be punished and taken, warned for the first time, and taken away. But if they're honest people, why make them suffer? After all, the person, somebody earns physical body, somebody makes good quality game. If a businessman or a service class saves money and develops financial strength, why punish them? But why treat them? Why allow the corrupt to prosper? It is like this: you cannot win a beauty competition, but you can go to use the illegal methods like couch and win. That's corruption. Okay? So stop all illegal methods. Put a place for them. Like you have the special streets for those who have only that job to do, they cannot do anything else and need only that and nothing else. Same way for corruption also you make such dirty streets where people can go and do corrupt, but not in the society, not as a citizen on that. Therefore, the next reform should be corruption. Every penny should be accounted for. Financial rules should be clear. Everybody has a freedom to earn, but honestly. Every penny is transparent. Cash transactions, do whatever you feel like, right? But give proof of having earned the cash. Storing money in the basements, storing money in the gunny bags, storing money underground, storing ornament and of stolen ornaments and showing hereditary, all that business should stop. Financial rules should create, allow opportunity. Okay, you have next 1 month, 2 months, 6 months to declare all that which you have, right? Justify. You don't have to justify today. You declare, and then as and when asked, justify where from it came, right? Collect your whatever proof necessary and prove that it is yours. And all incomes thereafter should be accounted for. That's the financial regulation requirement. Banking should help honest. Today, our connectivity is not good. Our systems are not good. There is no protection for the losses due to frauds. I mean, there are some protection devices, but not fully. And worst is the running around. I recall somebody gave me insurance with a false signature and something, and to get it stopped, I had to run pillar to post. I People have been calling for doing this, that, and there is nobody in this country to track who did it and where did it and punish them. Financial regulations, law and order should grow to a level where honest citizen doesn't have to run from pillar to post and value-based life is respected. That will make country a good country. This has to begin with financial reforms, reforms to curtail, abolish, completely finish corruption from the society, and encourage honest, value-based customers, citizen to live a fearless life. Unless our financial rules, our banking rules are made friendly, not for the powerful and moneyed people only, but for everyone. Today, I still recall a bank when I went to a person to open an account, he literally stood up. I'm X so and so. Didn't care because he only knows that if he is given a lakh of rupees or 2 lakh of rupees as bribe, he only understands that. He doesn't understand an honest man's way of talking. Such banks, such financial systems If you go into the private institutions, you will find huge sums have been sanctioned for financial gains. Money lost by the banks, some individuals gained. Society has suffered in the long run. Those institutions are not worth anything. They have not provided any worthwhile service, right? And corruption has further increased. Therefore, need is to encourage honest, value-based people. If I want to make a university, if I want to make a college, even if I don't have a penny, but my credibility is behind me, and I mortgage everything to the bank, why can't bank support it? I have to. They can ask me 1,000 questions, 1 million questions, sure, but not ask me the proof of having earned that money before. I'm not doing education for earning money. I'm doing education for providing service. But I must protect the interest of the bank who gives me support and pay back. That is important, right? So reform our finances, reform our banking, make our systems more user friendly for value based, honest people, and stop corruption at all levels. The society will grow, the neighbors will become friendly. Unfortunately, to the neighbors also live on money. They are also happy with the people who give them under the table or over the table, give them gifts or illegal money. All that needs to be stopped. If we become honest, neighbors will also become honest, and we can develop a world which will be a world of the happy, value-based people and live happily thereafter. God bless all. Jai Bharat. Jai.